Hi guys, this is Mary here. This is considered a podcast. I'm gonna consider it a podcast, but I just want to go ahead and take 5 minutes of your time to explain something. My boyfriend, not a he husband, aka Specimen 2, have a community guideline strike. I know I'm way too tardy to the party, and honestly, guys, I was really going to make a podcast uh talking about this in world news and how people treat suspects and victims nowadays. Um, After I received this email. So, as you guys might or might not know, we've been dealing with a YouTuber for almost 3 years. We've been dealing with her since she was 9. Her name is Emanuela Moses. You know, the kid who I said whose parents actually threatened to call the cops on us and press charges against us for something that she started that actually has something to do with my artwork and my content and copyright and all that shit. Well, Brady at the time made a is that a truck? Excuse me. Brady at the time made a video regarding that's a truck. Regarding Emanuela saying that she was back on her shit. Now, guys, this video was probably created a couple of months back, maybe like a year ago, and we have access to each other's Gmail accounts and YouTube accounts and whatnot. So I see this email from YouTube, and I'm over here thinking that it was from me, that something must have been removed off of my channel, which thankfully it wasn't. But the video he had titled "She's Back" was removed for violating harassment and bullying policies. Okay, guys, so this is what really pisses me off. And fortunately, I'm not the only one who's going through this bullshit ass situation. YouTube has a thing for protecting suspects like pedophiles and cyber attackers and all kinds of shit. There are even some rare instances where someone's channel would get hacked and YouTube could not bring them back, or would just blatantly refuse to bring them back. So, when I want to say in 9th grade or 10th grade. No, I'm lying. When I was in the 11th grade, going to 12th, that's when I actually started seeing Emanuela. I didn't even know who the fuck she was until she used one of my GIFs that was found on my now closed Gugu and Gaia wiki fandom page. When I confronted her, it was an issue. When my sister confronted her, it was an issue. When my boyfriend confronted her, it was an issue. And we didn't really know she was autistic until her parent told me something about her. And then what made my sister went off the deep end is that we haven't heard from her in a couple of months, probably figuring that, she was taking, her parents took action and repercussions for, doing whatever she was doing. But then we were starting with law enforcement. My sister obviously blocked her on Instagram and whatnot. And, it was a whole entire situation, a whole entire thing. So with that being said, it's been almost a year since that, or a couple months since that video was made, because she was back on her shit again. So not only we were dealing with Karama Stone at the time, we were also dealing with Emanuela, and it was just something. It was thing after thing after fucking thing, and it was ridiculous. So YouTube sent a nice ass email saying that the video title "She's Back" goes against harassment and bullying policy. But where the fuck, when I was flagging, excuse me. When I was flagging the community post, because this also happened during community posts, while I was 18 years old. When I was flagging these damn community posts, Where the fuck was YouTube then? Why didn't YouTube take down those community posts then? When Emmanuel was talking about, I don't know if the community posts on her end are still up, but I took mine down because I was going through a channel cleanup and I have some family members on the site. So God forbid if they do stumble upon my channel, they don't have to see what the fuck was going on between me and several other people. Okay? Not saying that it's not their business or whatever, but it's something just personal. Okay? But where the hell was YouTube when I was flagging those community posts, when she was talking about I caused 9/11 and talking about Hitler and calling somebody whose father is dead fatherless? Where the fuck was YouTube then? Why wasn't YouTube on our side then when we were clearly the victims? You see how this shit happens? And now we live in today's time where children her age are getting thrown behind bars for committing felony after felony after felony. You have kids her age, she's 11, 12 years old. You have kids her age that are committing crimes and paying the piper the same way as an adult would as if an adult have committed the fucking crime. So it's not as if she's doing anything lighthearted. It's not as if she's going, oh, kikiing about it. No. So why is it when people who do good or people who are clearly victims, how come they get the kick in the ass, but the people who actually cause this shit to happen or really are the suspects, how come they're getting let off the hook? And remember earlier, I said I wasn't the only one going through the situation. It's because I wasn't the only one going through the situation. I watch predator catching channels all the time. Predator catching channels like CC Unit or People vs. Pred or Dads Against Predators or Colorado Pred Patrol or P Catcher or whatever, or CP Catcher or whatever. I watch predator catching channels all the time. And I see YouTube take down these videos and channels stating that it was harassment and bullying when a grown-ass man is coming to meet with minors for sexual intent. I see channels get terminated and can't find channels on YouTube who does good for the world by protecting children and exposing them, especially if the platform has kids on it, get terminated for harassment and for bullying as if the perpetrator within the video was doing something good. Where was YouTube when Chroma Stone did what he did? I had to go to Twitter, and even this didn't help. I had to go to Twitter to try to get these videos taken down. I couldn't sleep at night because I had no one to help me. All I did was had support. I did not have any help. And it's sad to say that I have over 960 something subscribers. And back then, when I was in the 5 and 6 and 700s, back then, nobody left any kind of comment saying, well, I reported them. Nobody left any kind of comment saying, well, I don't know what to do in this situation, so I reported them and stuff like that. Nobody dared to help out. It was almost like when I was going through what I was going through with Emmanuel, I was alone. When I was going through what I was going through with Carmison, I was alone. And then you have people that try to help that are being punished for helping me out and actually trying to save my mental stability. Because I was unstable during these times, especially with Chromastone. Because Chromastone, compared to Emmanuel, the worst of the worst. He was around here calling me calling me a pedophile based off of fucking artwork that I did, especially artwork that I did when I was 16 to 15 years old. You know, that some reason was exposed to him and several other teenagers that I had zero clue about. Okay? I had no clue about. He did the worst of the worst. Nobody was there when I was doing, when we were doing whatever the fuck we were doing. So, I have a question. why in the hell are you protecting the perpetrator and not the actual fucking victims? I don't care if I brought it upon myself. I don't care if I caused the whole entire situation to happen. If I caused the whole entire situation to happen, guys, I really wouldn't be here talking about it right now. But to say that I was just an internet user doing whatever the fuck that I wanted to do, that I've been doing since I was 13 and 14 years old, and literally received backlash from the kid's parents, not from the people on her side, but from the kid's parents, it's disgusting that nobody would be there to help the victim. But for the suspect, especially if the suspect has some kind of mental disorder, like that makes anything better or that makes it excusable, nobody was there when we were going through what we were going through. We had to go on Discord and say, you know what? We're going to have to teach this kid a lesson. People this kid don't even know, right? People this kid don't even know. I would always talk to friends about it. And even though they'll give me the support, they also would not help. When Chromastone removed his channel, while I was going live, that chat was fucking screwed up and bumping. Everybody was like, holy fuck, www. Win-win-win. It was a win-win-win situation. Luckily, me and Chromastone don't have issues anymore. But I said earlier, me and Brady, we share our YouTube channels. We have access to each other's information. I went into his YouTube studio and I privatized all of his videos and I removed all of his community posts. I removed all his community posts dealing with Chromastone. I removed all his community posts dealing with Emanuela. And I did the same exact thing for my end. But I did mine a couple of weeks before YouTube even thought about sending out this shitty email, this nice shitty email, thinking that it was appropriate. Now, what I could have done was appeal the video. But how YouTube is arguably the number one site guarantee for termination, I didn't want his shit to end up terminated. I didn't want his stuff to end up being terminated. So I just took the community post or whatever, I took it down. We took the punishment. We took the unfair punishment. So I took and I privatized all his videos. I removed all his posts but one, and that one post was the post that he didn't know that he could, post up there. But I privatized all his videos. I deleted all his posts and shit. When you have community guidelines, right, you can still comment. So I was just making sure that was still a key factor. He can still comment and stuff. He just can't upload videos. I want to say he had the community guideline strike for 90 days or the 30. I think he had the first community guideline strike for 30 days. I think that's how it goes. And he's not allowed to upload within for a week. But he don't even have YouTube like that anyway, which also is a shocker because he don't even do anything on there. It was very rare. And I also have noticed that when we go live and we talk about situations like this, we don't have anybody on the live. But the reason why I kind of don't find this, it's infuriating. But the reason why I just don't find this weird because my channel different demographics. Most people who watch my channels are 18 and up, adults. So they could be at work, they could be taking care of their kids or whatever. Which is, I don't expect, strangers to pay attention, but what I do expect is for people who do subscribe to my channel or who do, watch our content and say, oh, okay, this shit is funny. I do expect those kind of people to fucking help us out during situations like that. Because it was, before I even got on here, Emanuela was starting her shit back up again. No, it wasn't really harassment or some shit like that, but she's just sharing my fucking videos, talking about some knowing stuff. And I know a lot of people's like, all right, Mary, grow up. You're 19 years old. You don't understand how this shit actually bothers me. When people take and they do shit like this, they're putting a bad picture on you. When Chromosome was going around convincing other teenagers and other children that I was a pedophile, that hurt me not only mentally that didn't hurt me only mentally and emotionally, but that also hurt my fucking career. When I had Discord, he was the reason why I was kicked out of some servers. That was the whole reason why I left Discord, was because of him. And I knew, back then I said, well, I'm leaving Discord. It's not because of Chromosome, because it was toxic. Well, guess what, guys? It wasn't just because it was toxic. It was because of Chromosome. Because even though I would block him, he, for some reason, would always find a way to fucking contact me. It was an ongoing thing. So when he was going around calling me fucking pedophile and talking about I condone pedophilia and then I'm a child fucker and then I'm a child groomer and all this shit, like I'm calling fucking Ballinger or EDP 445 and even comparing me to EDP 445 and somebody else that I don't even know, that hurt my channel. That hurt people's view on me. That actually hurt me as a individual user on Discord in some servers. And just because it was a piece of fucking art, you think that gave you the right to do that? No, the fuck it didn't. Because when he was doing this shit, he was 15. He was in a 10th grade. I'm in college. I literally just finished the shitpost. And again, to say that people who don't even know actually believe somebody like that is really fucking disgusting and disturbing. And again, where the fuck was YouTube when that was happening? We had to wait. Again, me and Chromosome show now, but we had to wait for him to chill out. That shouldn't have happened. When he was breaking the community guidelines left and fucking right, YouTube didn't do shit about it. When I went live, nobody was there listening to me. You have somebody who popped in and fucking left because they didn't care. But God forbid if I were to commit murder or if I were to dox somebody, all of a sudden people will come running to me trying to get me thrown behind bars when really I was the victim and that this shit pushed me to my limits. And then you'll have my associates who would try to help, who would try to get the word out there and say, oh, watch out for this guy gives people pedophile, watch out for this kid is stealing content. Nobody fucking listens. And nobody cares until it happens to them. All in all, what I'm trying to say is, America and every company with it is a piece of shit for protecting criminals. Is a piece of shit for protecting people who start stuff, who actually actively bully people. And they're a piece of shit for shitting on victims and shitting on good people. It's a piece of shit behavior. Now again, I don't expect the world to get any better. I only expect it to get worse from here because that's exactly how it's going to be. It's just going to get worse from here. But if you're just not going to be there or be like a fan or a supporter and shit, you just might as well not subscribe to my channel. I might as well be sitting right back at 950 something for another fucking decade or so. While me and my sister scream into the mic, make these shitpost episodes that get a decent amount of views, fortunately. That gets a decent amount of views for our adult audiences, which is our shit is restricted to. It might seem childish, but it's still for fucking adults. Then that's gonna be fucking okay. But if you have people like Emmanuel, like fucking Chromosome, that was doing this shit to you and nothing's being handled, and you know nothing's gonna be handled, the only thing that I have to do is go and exceed to the fucking limits. Because nobody thinks or nobody gets attention unless shit is spread like wildfire. Nobody cares or gets attention until somebody fucking lies and say, well, you know what? Chromosome committed murder, or Emmanuel sent nudes to an adult. Nobody's going to care unless one of those things happen. And God forbid that those things do happen. But it seems like nobody is going to pay attention unless something like that worse happens to the suspect or it happens to them. And I hated to use those examples because I am not a fan of murder, and I'm not a fan of rape or child molestation. I'm not a fan of any of that shit. I think that shit is fucking disgusting, and people who do that need to burn in fucking hell. Like, right now. Like as I'm talking, just fucking right now. But it might not even happen. You want to know why? Because America likes to protect those kind of people. America likes to give child groomers and child rapists and pedophiles and child predators 9 months in jail. they like to give murderers 3 years for killing an innocent man. And they don't even, the man don't even have to be black. It could be white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. Oh, the murderer gets 3 fucking years. America is a really bad country for this shit. And the neighboring countries are probably even worse. But if you want to go ahead and continue protecting suspects and kicking victims in the ass and not even giving a shit about the victims, go right ahead. But everybody is punished, and they will be punished. You cannot expect to leave this world unpunished. People are going to be judged accordingly to what they've done and what they have yet to do. And at the end of the day, some people say shit happens, but guess what? It's not that shit happens, you make it happen. So yeah, I just want to talk about that. I think it's ridiculous how my boyfriend ended up getting a community guideline strike for helping me out and getting the word out there. I privatized all his videos and deleted all his community posts. So if you are subscribed to him and you want to know what happened, that's what happened. I apologize for not coming out with this sooner like I actually planned to. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on episode 9 of season 6 and get that uploaded. And then you guys might be getting season 6, episode 10 the same day because I already did that one. Alright. So, happy Tuesday, guys. Peace.